Good morning, good evening to Khushboo. We're going to read from the third discourse of the Bhagavad Gita this evening or today. And the third discourse in one of the translations is called The Path of Action, Karma Yoga. So most Americans and Westerners know at least something about the concept of karma, but here it's being presented to Arjuna. So, verse 1.
जयास्यसि चेत्कर्मण्यस्ते मता बुद्धिर्जनार्दनः तत्त्वभिः कर्मणि घोरे मा नियोजयसि Keshav. Verse 1.
Arjuna said, Mover of men, if your idea that insight is stronger than action, then why do you enjoin me to such terrible action, lovely haired one? And the other translation reads, Arjuna questioned, My lord, if wisdom is above action, why do you advise me to engage in this terrible fight? Verse 2.
व्यामिश्रणेव वाक्येन बुद्धिः मोहयसीव मे तदेक वदः निश्चिच्यय येन श्रोयोह्ययमानुयपुष्यमयाम. Verse 2.
Through words that seem contradictory, you confuse my insight. You confuse my insight. Tell me one thing that is without doubt. How might I reach the higher good? The other translation reads, verse 2, Your language perplexes me and confuses my reason. Therefore, please tell me the only way by which I may, without doubt, secure my spiritual welfare. Verse 3.
Just a reminder for the footnote.
Let me just check. There's no footnotes until verse 4.
Okay. Loke dasmisi nidra vidya nishtha pura protya mayanada gnana yogena sadhaka khnana karma yogena yogini nama. Verse 3.
The Blessed One said, Blameless one in this world, a double foundation was taught by me in ancient times, the yoga of knowledge for those who follow Samkhya, the yoga of action for those who practice yoga. The other translation reads, verse 3, Lord Shri Krishna replied, In this world, as I have said, there is a twofold path. O sinless one, there is the path of wisdom for those who meditate and the path of action for those who work. Verse 4.
Na कर्मणामनारम्भाने दशकर्यः पौरुषदस्युतने ते न च सन्मय सनादेव सिद्धि samadhi Verse 4.
One does not reach the state beyond action by abstaining from actions, nor does one reach fulfillment only by renunciation. Verse 4. No man can attain freedom from activity by refraining from action, nor can one reach perfection by merely refusing to act. And there is a footnote. Freedom from activity, Naishkarmya, the calm state of actionless action, enjoyed by those who are without desire. Such persons may not be active in the world, but their very presence helps others. However, Naishkarmya does not necessarily mean inactivity. It means action free from the binding sense of oneself as the doer. The objective of spiritual advancement is not so much works, but the quality of life free from ego consciousness. And that is a quote from Mayor Baba. Verse 5.
न हि कशिच्चित्तक्षणमपि जातु तिष्ठत्यकर्मकृत कार्यते हवश कर्म सर्व प्रकृति जय गुणे. Verse 5.
No one, not even for one moment, ever stands without acting. By virtue of the gunas born in nature, without willing it, everyone is made to perform action. The other translation reads, verse 5, he cannot even for a moment remain really inactive, for the qualities of nature will compel him to act, whether he will or no. Verse 6.
कर्मेन्द्रियाणि संयम्य य आस्ते मनसा सम्मरण इन्द्रियार्णनि निर्वमूर्ध्रात्मा मिथ्याचारः स उच्यते. Verse 6.
The person who sits and subdues the active senses while remembering and mindful of the objects of the senses, it is said that such a one is a confused self who proceeds falsely. And the other translation reads, whoever remains motionless, refusing to act, but all the while brooding over sensuous objects, that deluded soul is simply a hypocrite. Verse 7.
यस्त्वनिन्द्रियाणि मनसा नियम्यारभते दर्जुन कर्मेणि येय कर्मयोगमसक्तक स विशिष्टते. Verse 7.
But Arjuna, the one who begins to reign in the senses through the mind, and who, without clinging, begins the yoga of action through the active senses, is unique. Verse 7. But O Arjuna, all honor to him whose mind controls his senses, for he is thereby beginning to practice karma yoga, the path of right action, keeping himself always unattached. Verse 8.
नियत करु कर्म त्व कर्म ज्यायो हंचकर्णः शरीरयात्रापि च ते न प्रसिद्धयेद कर्मणः. Verse 8.
So perform action which is restrained, for this action is better than non-action, and even the working of your body would not succeed without action. Verse 8. Do your duty as prescribed for action, for duty's sake is superior to inaction. Even the maintenance of the body would be impossible if one remained inactive. Verse 9.
यज्ञार्थकर्मणो दन्यत्र लोकोदय कर्मबन्धनः तदर्थ कर्म कौन्तेय मर्त्यशद्रज्ञ समाचर. Verse 9.
Except for action whose end is sacrifice, this world is bound by action without clinging. Perform action towards this end of sacrifice, son of Kunti. Verse 9. In this world, people are fettered by action, unless it is performed as a sacrifice. Therefore, O Arjuna, let your acts be done without attachment, as sacrifice only. And there's a footnote. Let sacrifice, yajna. Literally, this word refers to ancient Vedic oblations offered to the sacred fire. Its inner meaning is any action done with self-giving love, free from ego consciousness, with the motive of pleasing the Lord, an offering of oneself, one's being, one's mind, heart, will, body, life, actions to the divine. That was a quote from Aurobindo. And there's another one. Let us give up our whole body and mind and everything as an eternal sacrifice unto the Lord and be at peace, perfect peace, with ourselves. Instead of pouring oblations into the fire as in a sacrifice, perform this one great sacrifice day and night, the sacrifice of your little self. I search for wealth in this world. Thou art the only wealth I have found. I sacrifice myself unto thee. I search for someone to love. Thou art the only beloved I have found. I sacrifice myself unto thee. That's from Swami Vivekananda, verse 10.
Saha yagya praja Shruvateva Purohvacha Prajapatihi Anena Prasavishyadvamashe Prasavishyadvamesh Vodasti Tat Karmakar Karma Dhutakaha. Verse 10.
In ancient times, after he created sacrifices along with humans, the Lord of Beings said, "You shall create through this. May this be the cow who grants your desires." Verse 10. In the beginning, when God created all beings by the sacrifice of himself, he said unto them, "Through sacrifice you can procreate, and it shall satisfy all your desires." And there's a footnote. The entire universe was created from the sacrifice of the gigantic body of the cosmic person known as Purusha or Prajapati, the creator of Praja, human beings. The principle of sacrifice thus plays an essential role from the very beginning of life to its ultimate goal, God realization. Through yajna, life flourishes and bears fruit. Verse 11.
Devana Bhavayatanena te deva bhavayantu vaha paraspara bhavayantaha shreyah paramavapyasyatha. Verse 11.
By this may you cause the gods to be, and may the gods cause you to be. As you both sustain each other, you will reach the higher good. Verse 11. Worship the powers of nature thereby, and let them nourish you in return. Thus supporting each other, you shall attain your highest welfare. And there's a footnote. Powers of nature, devas, literally shining ones, often translated as gods. The devas are divine beings equated with the forces of nature and are distinct from the one supreme God. They represent certain offices that are filled successively by various souls, but although they may dwell in the heavenly realms, they are neither immortal nor spiritually perfect. Spiritual perfection can only be attained in human form. Verse 12.
Ishtana bhoganahi vo deva dasyante yagya bhavitaha Taidratāna pradaye bhavyo yo bhuktanke stena eva saha. Verse 12.
As the gods are created by sacrifice, they will give you sought after pleasures. The one who enjoys what is given by them but does not give to them is a thief. Verse 12. For, fed on sacrifice, nature will give you all the enjoyment you can desire, but whoever enjoys what she gives without returning is indeed a robber. And that's the end. There's no notes further, but that's the end of today's reading. And there are a couple of comments on YouTube, which I'll mention to you. Someone's named Akshaya says, verse 3 is the tug of war between empirical knowledge and the philosophical speculation. And Charlie Adams says, Khushboo, love your name. And so correct me if I'm wrong, Khushboo, but Khushboo's name means happy fragrance. Is that correct, Khushboo?
Yeah.
Happy fragrance. And Dan C says the Mara are gods, yes. And Akshaya says verses 6 and 7 encourages one to abstain from sense of gratification. Verses 9, 10, and 11, yajna, or sacrifice, is a common theme among so many religions. Absolutely. And as I've said, so far this tracks with Dr. Jung's psychology 100%.
So far, so good. Yes.
So far, so good. And Miles, too many robbers lately are not giving back to Mother Earth. Absolutely. So Miles has been our guardian angel through our readings. So, you wanted to say something?
Yeah, they are not children. The robbers which Miles mentioned here, they don't see Mother Earth as Mother Earth, so they are okay raping her. That's what I feel.
Yeah, I think that's right. Thank you, Khushboo, for another.
I have a small passage. Yeah, sorry.
Go ahead. Sorry. You have a passage.
Yeah.
Please.
Yeah. My deha means body. My deha is different from yours. My hungers are different from yours. My assumptions are different from yours. My capabilities are different from yours. My experiences are different from yours. My expressions are different from yours. But we are fundamentally same.
Yeah, no doubt. We're the we're the perfect example couple of that. An old American man and a young Hindu woman. We have all different experiences, but
it's like I am altogether very same to Nicole, and also a very, very same with Sandy, you know.
Yeah.
And
with Jackie. And
with
Jackie.
Yeah.
And with Sophie.
Yeah.
So, anyway, okay.
So we can find more than reason to analyze that how we are one. Coronavirus is proving one thing for sure, that we are one.
That is for sure. We are one, even though we have some in our collective unconscious, we have some diseased parts that need to be cut out.
There's this philosopher. I don't recall his name right now, but he was Carl Sagan.
Carl Sagan, yeah, sure.
So he said that if all of this is the earth is a nice good sandwich, then humanity is a mold, like a big fungi mode on it. If Mother Earth or a God really want to eat that sandwich, then it will just cut out that. We in India we do it. If something is spoiled, we'll just cut the spoiled part and eat the rest of it. So 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 if a Mother Earth or a God wants to do it, it will do it like this.
Just a moment. I just have to show you an image that that Carl Sagan liked. I think I have it right here on my screen, if possible. Just a second. Yes. Okay. So I want to share a video image for you that, let me tell you the story. In about now at least 20 years ago, maybe 25 or 30, the Voyager spacecraft was passing Saturn. And there was one lonely woman who was watching the images that were coming back from Voyager on the night shift at NASA. And she had Voyager turn around and look back at the Earth as it passed Saturn. And this is the image that she found. This is the rings of Saturn, and the pale blue dot is us. And that's the image that Carl Sagan used to explain to us the point that you just made, that he made. But he used this image, the pale blue dot. That's us.
The pale blue dot is us.
Yeah, you are here.
Wow.
So
it's a good note. On this note, with the love and blessing for Carl Sagan, I read the lines. Within infinite myth lies an eternal truth. Who sees it all? Varuna has but 1,000 eyes. Indra, 100. You and I, only 2.
And the American dollar, only 1.
Yeah.
Materialism only gets you 1. So, peace.
You're good?
Yeah, I'm good.
You're good?
See you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Thank you, Miles.
Bye. Thank you, Miles. Thank you.